God's advice today. This message was lovingly prepared to bring peace and guidance to your heart. If it touches you, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll keep receiving uplifting content. Stay with us until the end. We've prepared something special with great care. Discover something life-changing. In the first comment, I left a special prayer and an opportunity that could open doors you never imagined. God said, "Lift up your eyes and listen to the voice that never ceases." Even when there were no applause or recognition, I was with you, watching your silent faithfulness. On the days when hope seemed scarce and answers delayed, your faith remained intact, firm as a rock. Every decision made with integrity, every sacrifice made in my name, did not go unnoticed. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. All this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you but also supports our channel and the dedicated team that brings this valuable content to you. Don't wait any longer to begin this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and start your path toward a fuller, more abundant life. In 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 30 it is written, "Those who honor me I will honor." You honored me with your pure heart, even when the world turned its back on you. The time of harvest is near, and the justice I promised will manifest in your life. Everything you have been, everything you sacrificed, will now bear fruit. The world may have forgotten you, but I never did. I will prepare for you a new season, where your tears will turn into victory and your faithfulness will be celebrated. The door I open remains open, and no one will be able to close it. My son, this is the hour of heavenly reward, the fruit of your perseverance and love. Trust, because I am faithful and just, and I will never leave your work unrewarded. Beloved son, listen carefully and keep these words deep in your heart. I am raising voices that do not bend under the pressures of the world, voices that choose faithfulness even when no one sees, even when everything seems to say otherwise. I see you, son, among these chosen ones who remained firm and upright, whose motivation was never personal gain but the pure and sincere love that beats in the hearts of those who follow me. You were a light in times of darkness, a solid house for my dwelling, a faithful vessel that was not contaminated by passing trends, easy ways, or the false weight of human authority. Therefore, what I am preparing for your life is far greater than you imagine, because it is not just a reward, it is pure and eternal justice raised over those who remain faithful to my calling. Comment, I am not here for the spotlight, I am here for the purpose. On this path of service, you were not driven by empty promises but by the certainty that every step taken in love would be noticed by me, even if no one else could see. Amid your silent prayers and generous acts, even when your heart was broken, I was there, working quietly to turn your faithfulness into abundant fruit. Remember what is written in Romans 8 verse 28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. This means that every tear, every hidden effort, every act of kindness done anonymously is being used to shape a glorious future for you. Trust, son, because my grace never fails, and I prepare your blessing according to your faithfulness. Comment, God saw my silence and heard my tears. When you thought your efforts were in vain, that your pains went unnoticed, I was watching and gathering everything with love and compassion. Do not be mistaken, son, the difficulties you faced in silence, the disguised fatigue, the doubts you hid, all this was for me a precious offering, a testimony that your strength did not depend only on you but on my sustaining power. In Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 it is written in the middle of the verse, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles, they will run and not grow weary, they will walk and not be faint." This is the secret of your success, the confident waiting that does not exhaust, the faith that does not weaken even when the road seems too long. I see, I honor, I reward. Comment, my tears were seeds in God's eyes. Your generosity surpassed what many would call possible. When the world preached selfishness, you chose compassion. When the voice of doubt whispered surrender, you raised courage for those around you. You were a refuge for the afflicted, comfort for those who weep, strength for the weary. This love you reflected is the same I have for you, and therefore it never goes unnoticed before my eyes. What you will reap, son, will be proportional to what you sowed in silence. It is not just a blessing, it is the justice that comes from me, the God who honors the tender heart and the outstretched hand. Even in moments when your body cried out for rest, your soul stretched itself to do good, to be light even without having from where to take it. You were a silent beacon, an answer that arose even before you were called. Therefore, prepare your heart, because the time of restitution approaches and will come as a continuous rain that waters everything around you, bringing life, renewal, and hope. The promise is firm and will not fail because I am faithful to fulfill what I promise. What you did in my name, even if invisible to the world, will be exalted before the heavens. What is coming is not only a reward but a transformation. You will not only be someone who receives but a channel for even greater blessings. Wherever you are, your presence will bring change, what you say will be heard, and what you do will have eternal impact. Not because you sought applause, but because you were faithful even in the shadows, even when no one watched. I honor hidden faithfulness, and it precedes divine exaltation. Prepare yourself, son, to be lifted in glory and used to transform lives around you, for I am with you forever. Comment, faithfulness in the hidden precedes divine exaltation. Did you know there is an effective method to attract more financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It was something that deeply impacted my life, and we would like to invite you to learn about this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That is why it is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transformative content, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Even when you tried to hide this light, to disguise your brightness so as not to bother or provoke, it never went out. It is part of you, a mark of my presence that distinguishes you from everyone else. Many have tried to make you forget who you are, made you doubt the value of your uniqueness, but inside you, that sacred fire remained burning, fueled by a faith that did not waver. Therefore, beloved son, do not lose heart. The journey you walk is not common, and your reward is not fleeting. In difficulties, when the path seemed darkest and the opposing voices grew louder, you did not give up. You lost opportunities, faced losses that could have silenced even the strongest, and went through moments many would call the end. But for you, my son, that was not the end. It was just a bend, a preparation for something greater to come. Your trust was not in visible circumstances but in an eternal promise I made to you. I am with you until the end of time. No matter what you saw, no matter what you felt, your heart remained firm because you knew I was in control. In the silence of the hard days, when it seemed no one saw or recognized your efforts, I watched. In every tear you shed, in every moment when there seemed to be no way out, your spirit whispered a truth few understand. Trust in me does not depend on logic, human sight, or immediate results. It is born of a deep faith that does not seek explanations but rests on the unchanging character of the Creator. You not only believe that I exist, my son, but you trust in what I say. My words have become more than mere phrases, they have become your shield and your fortress. On the days you felt your world collapse, when resources seemed to run out and health did not improve, you still praised me. Not because everything was fine, but because your heart refused to give up. Your voice rose even when fear surrounded you. It sang even when the chains of affliction tried to hold you back. And in that persistent praise, your faith began to open gaps in the darkness, tearing down the invisible walls that tried to contain you. Even without seeing victory, you spoke of it as if it were already yours. This is not madness, but a divine power that changes the course of events. When human eyes ask for proof, faith acts first, and it is this faith that triggers miracles. In the darkest moments, when there was no visible shelter for your soul, your trust was the invisible refuge that sustained you. While others waited for tangible certainties to praise, you exalted even in adversity. This active faith is not passive, my son. It is a powerful force that changes atmospheres, that makes the invisible realm tremble. By declaring your trust even when everything said otherwise, you broke barriers that no one can explain, aligning heaven and earth in favor of your life. This strength is not the fruit of human effort but of the deep bond between us, the certainty that I will never fail you. Therefore, what comes now is not only a reward but the confirmation of what you already believed, that my word is faithful and my promise true. Now, beloved son, look ahead with renewed eyes. What is manifesting before you is the natural consequence of your faithfulness. It was no accident that you remained firm even without seeing immediate results. Every day you praised in waiting, every moment you chose to believe instead of giving up, built a solid foundation for what is coming. The victory that arrives is not just a momentary blessing but the fulfillment of the covenant between us. You are no longer the one who seeks proof, now you are the one who walks in certainty, because what I promised is being fulfilled. My presence never left you, and it never will. Hold this promise in your heart and let it guide you, for you are my precious son, called to shine brightly in this world, to be a beacon and a solution. Comment, I walk in the certainty of the fulfilled promise, my God is faithful. My son, may true strength not be in the absence of struggle, but in the ability to trust fully in me even when everything around seems to collapse. The faith you hold is not a mere passing feeling but the anchor that keeps your soul firm and unshakable. The reward that approaches is the fruit of your perseverance and your deep dependence on me. Do not fear the future, for I am preparing great things for you, and they are already beginning to reveal themselves. Keep walking with confidence, knowing you are loved, guarded, and led by the God who never fails. Listen to me, my beloved son, for I see beyond what your eyes can perceive and know the invisible path you have been walking. You have walked roads unseen by others, sustained by a faith that does not rely on visible evidence but on the deep conviction residing in the hearts of those who seek me sincerely. From the very beginning, I have watched your silent journey, every step taken on invisible grounds, away from spotlights and human recognition. While many gave in to impatience and the rush to see immediate results, you chose to walk in silence, trusting the unseen, the promises I whispered to you in secret. It was this faith that I carefully guarded in my heart because I know how rare it is to find someone who does not give up when answers delay and promises seem empty. You believed in what no one else could guarantee and persevered when the world told you to quit, and I saw every moment, even when no one else did. Your faith was not a mere belief but an intimate covenant, a silent alliance with me that no storm can destroy. You understood that what matters is not man's approval but faithfulness to who I am and what I promise. I have been with you, my son, and I declare that the time to come will not only match your faith but surpass all human expectations. Prepare yourself, for blessings will overflow beyond your imagination, and your story, marked by patience and trust, will be exalted before those who doubted. My son, we live in a world thirsty for recognition, where many raise their voices to be seen, to prove their existence, to justify their struggles before human eyes. But you chose the opposite path, the way of humility, quietness, and silent endurance. Amidst the noise and pressure to stand out, you chose not to expose yourself unnecessarily, not to engage in battles that were not yours, and to let me lead your life in secret. This choice was not a sign of weakness but of spiritual strength. The courage you showed in remaining silent before injustice, in not retaliating against the harsh words meant to wound your name, is a strength few can understand. It is not easy to endure in silence, not easy to guard your heart when wronged, but you did it. And I saw the invisible battle you fought within yourself to avoid pride and the need to defend yourself. Your silence was a living prayer, a testimony that echoed in the unseen realm, proclaiming that your identity does not depend on what the world thinks but on what I know you are. The discipline you exercised in not seeking human applause, in letting justice come from me, is the mark of those who walk in my will. Your humility is your armor, and for that reason, I have kept it safe, preparing a time when this attitude will be recognized, not by the world's false shine but by the eternal light of my glory. Comment, my strength lies in my humility and trust in the Lord. You have remained faithful, my son, even when the road seemed lonely, and the temptation to rely on your own efforts was strong. I know the internal struggles you faced not to seek shortcuts or despair when results delayed. While many sought applause, fame, and human validation, you devoted yourself silently to building an unshakable integrity, a faithfulness independent of circumstances. This secret loyalty, unnoticed by many, is precious in my eyes because it is the foundation upon which I will build your reward. Your patience, perseverance, and love have been seeds that will bloom into a glorious and abundant harvest. I am preparing a time of clear manifestation for you, where your life will be a testimony of my care and justice. This manifestation will not be the result of human connections or personal schemes but of my mighty hand working for those who trust and wait without losing hope. Prepare yourself, for the honor I will grant you will be visible to all, a sign that I am faithful to fulfill my promises. Son, the way you chose to respond to criticism and attacks reveals a heart mature and strengthened by the Spirit. Instead of sinking to the level of those who offended you, you entrusted every difficult situation into my hands, trusting that I would take care of your vindication. True strength is not found in revenge but in integrity that remains intact despite trials. I saw your conscious decision not to seek the approval of men but only my approval, which is eternal and unfailing. Your patience, even in the face of injustice, is a living testimony of the Spirit's power in you, and this patience is a vessel in which I will pour blessings that no one can take away. You will not be exalted by fame or fleeting recognition but because my name will be glorified through your life. And this, my son, is true greatness. Stand firm in this certainty because what I have prepared for you is too great to be hidden. Let this truth strengthen your soul today and always, for I am with you, and no one can thwart the plan I have for you. Now, beloved son, look toward the horizon with hope, for a new season is about to begin in your life. I am establishing your place before those who doubted, before those who thought you would not endure the struggles. The elevation that will come is not the result of your strength but of my powerful intervention on your behalf. It will be pure, true, and filled with my power because it was won with humility and obedience to my call. You not only resisted but flourished in silence, standing firm even when tempted to seek immediate results. The harvest you are about to experience is the fruit of faith built on the rock of humility and perseverance. I lift up the humble and open doors that no one can close. Be courageous, for the best is yet to come, and I will be with you every step of the way. Comment, I trust the Lord to open doors no one can shut. My beloved son, if you have listened to this message until now, know that it is no accident. I have spoken to you in silence, confirming the truth that dwells in your heart. I see every tear shed in prayer, every moment of waiting and surrender you have offered without giving up. I am the God who honors faithfulness, who rewards patience, who does not abandon his children amid storms. The glory I have prepared for you is great, and it will be revealed at the perfect time, in the right season. Continue to walk with me, keeping your spirit firm, full of trust, love, and quietness. Do not let the distractions of the world steal your peace or divert your eyes from the promise I have for you. You are my chosen son, and nothing can stop what I have already determined for your life. Always remember, the silence you carried is the voice of your faith, the humility you demonstrated is the strength that will sustain you, and the love you have for me is what will transform your story forever. Now, more than ever, let your faith guide your steps. Live as one who knows that my promises are true and that I will fulfill every one of them. I deeply recognize and value your journey, for it means a great deal to me. Use your words wisely, give your time generously, and show courage by doing good. Seek simple and concrete ways to honor my purposes in your daily life. Do not let pride or haste lead you astray from the path I have set for your heart. Connect with those you have been avoiding, reach out to those in need, call upon me as if the need were your own. Often, my strength is manifested not in grand acts, but in the faithful commitment to do what I have asked, even when no one sees. Also, be mindful of whom you choose to walk with. Not everyone who is near now will be part of the journey ahead, and that is good. As I make you more capable of impact, you will need people who support you in struggles, who offer wisdom, and keep your feet grounded. Look for those who value your true essence, not just those who flatter you out of convenience. Ask for my guidance to discern who should enter the intimate circle of your heart. The blessings you receive will attract both those who belong to your mission and those who may lead you astray. Therefore, remain close to me, talking and listening to the gentle direction I place in your spirit at every step. Live as if the future you so desire is already happening, showing this not with arrogance, but with serene confidence. True security comes from me, who sustains all things. May your life be a living testimony of what is to come. Let the joy that dwells in you remain steadfast, and may inner peace be the clear sign of my presence. Those who make the greatest difference in difficult times are those who continue to give thanks even without apparent reason, who persist in their work even when the fruits are not yet visible, who remain focused and faithful when everything around seems unchanging, because they are the ones who change the unseen atmosphere. They are the ones who question the conventional ways of the world and make room for me to act. My child, you were not called merely to exist, you were called because you are needed. You were not chosen by chance, you have a specific mission. You did not go through hardships just to survive, you were prepared for this singular time. Every step you have taken following me has built a firm foundation ready to sustain what is to come. My beloved child, this is your time. Time to stand firm, to look ahead with courage and confidence. Time to manifest the faithfulness you have cultivated in silence and to be the light that illuminates the path for others. Do not fear what is coming, for I am with you, sustaining you with my infinite strength. Lift your head, plant your feet firmly in truth, and walk knowing that every battle faced was not in vain. The work I have prepared for you is great and will be seen. What was hidden until now will be revealed so that all may see the testimony of my grace in your life. This is the time of harvest, the moment to show the world that faithful faith is powerful and transformative. Walk with humility, courage, and gratitude, for in doing so you will reflect my love and purpose. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.